We are just 15 days away from Election Day. Today is the first day mail-in ballots can be counted. Those are counted by your local county clerk. You can check the status of your mail-in ballot by logging into your voter record on the Colorado Secretary of State's website. We have that information for you at KOAA.com. Some candidates say they are worried about the safety of their campaign volunteers. News 5's Peter Choi spoke with one volunteer who had to file a police report after trying to install a campaign sign near Airport Road and Murray Boulevard on the southeast side of Colorado Springs.
This is the area where one volunteer for Republican House candidate Elizabeth Riggs says he was attacked by a man last Monday. Thankfully, he's recovering from minor injuries, and he tells me he wants to see safe campaigns for every candidate during this year's election.
Never had anything like this.
For years of volunteering for different campaigns in Colorado Springs, Gordon Bertoglio says experiencing violence like this was the first time. The confrontation with a man who he says he's never met led up to a trip to the hospital.
Yeah, it happened so fast. It just shoved the sign into my chest, knocked me back, and then when I hit the ground, it knocked me out.
Republican House candidate Elizabeth Riggs.
Oh, my heart just sunk. I was like, oh dear God, is he okay? Please let him be safe.
Has 25 campaign volunteers who install signs. She says their safety is a top priority for her. So she's made some changes.
So my volunteers are not allowed to go out by themselves anymore to hang up signs or to door knock. I'm requiring all of them to walk in groups together.
I reached out to her opponent, Representative Regina English, to see if her campaign is currently dealing with any safety issues. She responded in a statement, "I was deeply disheartened to learn about the assault reported by one of the Elizabeth Riggs canvassing volunteers." She also says it's important that everyone on the campaign trail feels safe at all times. Though her campaign has not dealt with any safety issues, she says her campaign signs have been stolen and damaged.
And let's just be peaceful. Let's get along. We don't need to hurt and harm and injure somebody to get our point across for our candidates.
The Colorado Springs Police Department says officers are still investigating this incident and will keep you updated as more information becomes available. In Colorado Springs, Peter Choi, News 5.
Peter, thank you. Last week, we told you about local candidates who have had campaign signs stolen or vandalized. So we asked area law enforcement agencies if they've seen an uptick in these kinds of crimes. Colorado Springs police tell us they do typically see an increase of stolen sign complaints before a presidential election, but they tell us it's pretty hard to track down exact numbers of sign thefts in the city because a number of investigative units can be involved, especially if an assault happens during the theft of one of those signs. The El Paso County Sheriff's Office tells us since June, they have not had any calls about signs being stolen. Pueblo police tell us they have had one report of a stolen political sign this year, with none in 2023. The Pueblo County Sheriff's Office also has had one report. The El Paso County Clerk and Recorder's Office opened 5 more voter service and polling centers today. You can see those locations on your screen. One is downtown at Centennial Hall, another on the campus of UCCS. The other 3 are at El Paso County Clerk's Office branches. 18 more locations will open November 1st and 2nd. The last of the voter service and polling centers in the county will open the day before Election Day and be open on Election Day. There will be a total of 38 locations open by then.